Hello, everyone. This is Direwolf 20, and welcome to episode 46 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play of all the mods Skyblock. Today, jumping into creating some uranium fuel real quick. So we need to make fissile fuel. I think I've made most of what I need between episodes here, but we'll find out if I'm missing anything. So what did I say? I was gonna craft it or insert it on this side of the fission reactor, and over on this side we'll handle the nuclear waste processing. Does that sound like a plan? I think so. I should probably get radioactive waste barrels going on here, though they're not hard to get. I could just crack out, like, 100-ish steel, and then that should be cool. Yeah, shouldn't be a big deal. So let's get the uranium fuel processing cooking out real quick. Does that sound like a plan? So I want to kind of work backwards, which is how I usually do this, right? We're gonna have this guy sitting here, and we're probably gonna want to have either some wires or laser I/O, something underneath to keep things cooking. We'll figure out, I guess, energy in a minute. Maybe we should make mechanism cables for this stuff, because I remember some of these machines, especially once sped up with the upgrades and everything, take a lot of power. So we'll figure that out. But long story short, we need to make fissile fuel, which is pretty straightforward. I might even push you back one. Yeah, that might be a good way to go. And then we can right into the reactor. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. Let's see. Do we have the tanks? Yeah, just give me a basic chemical for now. And we should probably get, some of the mechanism gas things going on. I don't think I set those things up for auto crafting. Maybe I should do that real quick, just to make sure. I don't know that we need fluids. I think what I'll do is just energy and gas. How's that sound? Now, generally speaking, you want the lower tier gas ones, but we'll figure it out. I may or may not have a need for the higher tier stuff. We'll see. Generally speaking, I like to go with the lower tier gas ones. Let's see, that's thermo, that's mechanical, that's logistical. That would make you pressurized. Easy peasy. Good. Wow, am I running out of molecular assembler slots? That is kind of funny to me. I'm surprised to see such a thing happening. I may need to make another one of those upside down flower thingies for storing auto-crafting recipes, because we're getting, a little bit low, right? A little bit. As you can see, I pre-staged a bunch of crafting energy upgrades ready to go there. Ultimate universal cable, just give me like 100-ish of those. Why not? Basic pressurized tubes, get me like 40-ish of those. I just clicked a random number. It's not all that important to me. All good. Nice. Crafting job finished. I love that. Have I mentioned that? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that multiple times, but I'm just mentioning it again. So let's stage all our machines here, right? So we definitely need fissile fuel from uranium hexafluoride, which is made in a chemical infuser. Okay, which is going to go here. I've done this many times, so you guys have probably seen this before. But if you haven't, you'll see it today. So uranium oxide is a pretty short craft. It's just chemical oxidizer with yellow cake uranium. So we want our chemical oxidizer. I'm pretty sure I made one of those. With yellow cake uranium. Pretty sure that we're cool. And yellow cake uranium comes from an enrichment chamber. I don't know if I made one of those in advance. But I am now. Beautiful. And that might need some tier upgrades and stuff, but we'll handle all the tier and gas and all that upgrades after I get everything placed, right? And then basically for this guy, we just dump uranium in him, right? So uranium ingots come in. What I did is I made an ender chest, black, 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 and that guy's gonna probably sit relatively somewhere-ish. Maybe up here. That could be a cool place for you. And we could do some laser I/O to get those things in there. What? What? What does that mean? Some ingredients could not be extracted from the network. What does that even mean? Weird, right? Isn't that weird? What does that mean? Now you're working. I don't know what that was. Maybe like I have no idea. I don't know what that means. That was super weird. I guess we'll just see if it happens again. All right. So we just want to make sure that you input, and then on the down, you're going to insert on, let's call it the green channel for uranium. Lime. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll probably want a filter card for uranium ingots. Let's keep 16 in there. Does that sound doable? Yeah. I'm probably going to want this configurator, so let's do. And then on the up, you're going to extract 8 items at a time. And what we're going to want to do is filter you. Actually, we shouldn't need to filter. Right? Input, you should be down. Yeah, this should... Am I crazy? Maybe we shouldn't need that. What are you doing? Oh, right. I made that the green channel. Duh. Dire, please. Hey, there we go. 16. Perfect. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, right. I didn't use the default channel. Duh. Hey, I haven't had enough coffee today. What do you want from me? All right. So that handles the right side of this equation, which is uranium oxide. On the left, we're going to want hydrofluoric acid, which is a chemical dissolution chamber. Which is going to need another node. You know, I guess I'll make you gray as well, or green as well. So it now occurs to me that I probably didn't need to do the multiple channels thing, but it's all good. How about 16 of you, and go. And then what I can do on the up here, I didn't think I needed this filter because I shouldn't need that filter, so that should be cool. And that should be on the down, by the way. There we go. Fluorite. Nice. Okay. So the chemical dissolution chamber will make hydrofluoric acid with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is made in a chemical infuser. And you're going to need, for sulfuric acid... Look who came to visit. My friends. So sulfuric acid will need sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Water vapor. So the rotary condensator is how we get water vapor, from water. Boop. And sulfur trioxide is made in a chemical infuser with oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Okay. So that should be your chemical dissolution chamber making hydrofluoric acid. This is making the sulfuric acid. This is making the sulfur trioxide. That needs oxygen and dioxide. Dioxide coming from a chemical oxidizer. Did I not make the chemical oxidizer? I know I made a chemical oxidizer, but maybe I used it elsewhere already. Pretty sure that's how I want to make sulfur dioxide, right? That makes me 100 millibuckets. Is liquid sulfur dioxide easier? Not really. There doesn't seem to be a way to make that one, so chemical oxidizer is the way to go. Sulfur dust. I have to add sulfur dust to this guy. I forgot about sulfur dust as a ingredient for this stuff. Okay, so that should get me going there. And then on the back, we want oxygen, right? So that's going to be... I'm going to put that guy here for a very good reason that you'll find out, but I have an electrolytic separator ready to go. He's going to make oxygen. You two are going to receive water, so that should be cool. The oxygen is going to go into here to make the sulfur trioxide. But then I also want to get sulfur dust. Actually, yeah, I don't want to get sulfur dust from sulfur. What I want to do is probably turn coal into sulfur dust. I feel like this might be faster. And it's water, so any water, and oxygen will make, with coal, some sulfur dust. Cool? With an excess of hydrogen, which I'll just avoid. Does that sound good? So a pressurized reaction chamber is what I'm going to need. That is cool. And that is cool. Okay. And that'll make the sulfur that you need with some coal. Okay. So let's get our sink going on here. Yes? Okay. So you're going to be a sink. You're going to get, we'll probably do this and this. So on this side, you'll insert water. On the opposite side, you'll extract water. Okay. And then you'll be bound to here so that you can also insert water here and here. Does that sound cool? Perfect. So you're making hydrogen and oxygen. I'm going to have you void excess hydrogen. Your oxygen will go... I probably want to move this guy then, don't I? Yeah. Put him here. Here. And there. Perfect. So water's happening, water's happening. Nice and good, right? Yes, perfect. Because then I want my mechanism gas pipes at the ready. So that you can do this. And let's make sure that you are not configured to do anything with gas, right? So you're going to pump out your oxygen, which just happened to be perfect. You need to accept oxygen on the back. Good. So you're getting oxygen. You're getting oxygen. Perfect. Excellent. And then how about you for gases on the front can be an output? So that would mean, and then you for the chemical infuser, I would like you to, let's say that you output your gases to the right, yes, and input your gas, input 1 is in the back, perfect. Input 2 can be on the left. You're going to, for gases, output on the right, so that'll output to there. You, for items, are going to output to the right. Perfect. That should be pretty good, actually, once you get power. Let's get some power into these guys so we can validate that everything's set up correctly. Cool. Get me some flux. And go. Perfect. So now this is all set up right. What should happen is this guy, and what I'll do is I'll get a bunch of these ready. Speed and energy. So you should be outputting, is your item input not correct? Items input to the there, and output is auto eject on, which should then turn the sulfur dust. See, we have a lot of coal, remember, so we should be easy peasy on that, right? And then you should be making sulfur trioxide. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, good deal. I don't know if I need that many overclockers in that one, but we'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll start with 4 coming out, and then we'll go from there. Does that sound cool? And you might need an overclocker to run this a little bit faster. Keep our water going. Nice. That's cool. Good deal? Okay. So then you're going to fill up with oxygen at some point. That's all looking pretty good, honestly. Pretty pleased with that. Sweet. And then you are supposed to side config gases eject on, because this is a gas, the water vapor. Orange for gas should be an input 2 on the back. Input 2 on the back. And output should be on the right for auto ejecting. Your side config for gases should be... Water vapor shouldn't be a fluid, right? I wouldn't think so. Why aren't you ejecting? That's an exceptional question. You definitely need some upgrades, though. Oh, did I already upgrade you? I guess I did. So why pushing out? Because you're taking in water, you're turning it into water vapor, which I assume is a gas. So that should be no problem coming in here, right? Yeah. Input 2, orange, back. Yes, you should be... This is empty, this is empty. That should be working. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Got it. I just had to break and replace it. It might have been turned a different way than I thought. Definitely possible. Alright, so then you are cool, and then you're making what I want you to make. So that's good. And then you technically, well, you will be needed because you have to get over there, so we'll keep you. Perfect. So then you're making your stuff. Are you fast? Did I speed you up? Nope, but you are now. Beautiful. Hydrofluoric acid coming in. Perfect. Let's get another 64 of these. So that's speed and energy. Perfect. All right, so hydrofluoric acid check. So your sidedness for gases will be input, input, and output out the back with auto eject on. So then you're making this, your side config for items should be output on the left with auto eject on. Your side config for items should be input on the right, and gases should be output on the left, which is making uranium oxide, which is combined to make hexafluoride. And then this one's making... So your gases will be input on the front, output out the back. Cool. So you're making all the fissile fuels, and you can input from the front, output out the top, and that's where gas is going to go in. Cool? Perfect. That's looking really good. Now, do any of these get gas upgrades? I always forget. So gas would be the little drop. I feel like one of them gets gas upgrade. Am I remembering that wrong? Gas upgrade not supported. Gas upgrade is supported on the chemical dissolution chamber. I'm going to get 16 of these, but I think it's only one machine, if I remember correctly, accepts a gas upgrade. Cool. Okay, so with your gas upgrade installed, pretty sure no. Pretty sure obviously no. Obviously no. Cool. All right, that works for me. So now all we need to do to keep this line running is add coal blocks to the ender chest. Should we just put coal into a compacting drawer? Probably should. Probably should. So let's do this. Let's get a compacting drawer. And let's get, what do I have here? A couple netherite upgrades. All right, so let's start with since it's all here and ready to go already. On this side, insert. On the opposite side, extract. 8 at a time. That should be cool. Wow, that is not that fast, is it? Sorry, won't take that long. Now, technically, do I have enough removed here that I can extract? Yes, perfect. Which means I can put you in there, and you can hold a lot more. So let's come back in a minute when this is done. Man, that does look like it's going to take a while. I might want to speed that up some more. Or I can also obviously help by doing this, but even that's not much of a help, because remember, it's extracting a stack of tick there, and we have a lot of coal. So let's just back. Coming along nicely here. I decided to add more. All right, pretty much wrapped up here, I think. Let's see, we're down to, oh yeah, that'll be done in a second. Nice. Okay, cool. And then I purposely did this so that I could clear these out. And then this one as well. Cool. Eat them up. Thank you. All right, with you fixed now, actually, let's, wow, you are doing a thing, aren't you? All right, so you and you. There you go. Sweet. So now we should be good there, right? And then you and you can go in here. So you've got 3 netherite upgrades and a void upgrade. Works for me. Remove you, unlock you, and now you're just a regular old drawer. Perfect. So now that we've got that going, let's get coal blocks. Regular blocks of coal, not compressed. Though it would be cool if the recipe accepted that. You keep that in stock. And then on the opposite side of you, 32, boom. And then we fly over here, and we add this to the stock dude, right? Okay. So then this one is who gets his blocks of coal, right? So we'll do this on the down, be filtered. Cool. So if I remove you and bind you, well, technically I could probably just bind you to here, right? That would be cool. And then make sure that on the down it is the green channel, because I really wasn't planning ahead all that well for that one. Perfect. Okay, now why did you guys stop? What don't you have? Oh, your hydrogen is not voiding. Right. Where should I put that hydrogen? I guess I can't tell the hydrogen to... so how about out the front for gases? And then we'll get a tank for hydrogen. I guess I can't tell it to void within the interface here. So I'll just do this and we'll dump excess. Does that work? All right, everything's running again. Beautiful. And that should keep everybody happily cruising right along. Yeah. Works for me. And at some point, everything will back stuff, right? Now, you're not getting enough power, which is funny. So can I bypass limit on you? Yeah. I don't think that the problem is the Flux Network's ability to transfer. I think the problem is the Energy Cube's ability to transfer, which we'll have to deal with shortly. Sweet. Alright, so you're going to back stuff, which means you're going to back stuff, which means everybody else is going to back stuff. Cool. Beautiful. This guy's actually keeping up pretty good. Have I done it this way before, where we dump coal and make sulfur that way? I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I think that's a new way to do it. I think so. It's for me, though, right? Yeah, definitely backstuffing all the things. All right, now, if we want, we can start feeding gas into here, right? So what we want is a basic pressurized tube, like that. And now everything turns on again because we're draining our fissile fuel out of the thing, right? And he's going to build up a buffer. So in theory, we should be cool to activate this guy. We just need to, well, we're not quite cool yet because we need to get gas into here, right? Should I do that with... Should I do the gas with those teleporty dudes? Because they are pretty darn instant. Quantum entangleopers. I don't think you know how to make teleportation cores, but you do now. Yes, is good. Works for me. Okay, that'll do. So with quantum entangleopers good, then what else? What else? It's a good start. We're going to want more storage, which is going to be cool. We're definitely going to want more storage. We'll probably look into doing the multi-block battery thing, just because that's, you know, Mechanism's energy stuff is pretty OP. So if you're building the giant stuff for Mechanism, you kind of want to have the energy storage and whatnot for Mechanism. So then you're going to be what? You are... input only, output coolant, input only, so you're outputting steam. So this will be on the back for gases input, and you will be steam. Cool. And then this on the back for fluids will be output, auto eject on, and you will be water. Okay. Now, is it up here that the steam goes in, or the vent is where? I think the steam goes in down here, doesn't it? I think so. So how about for gases, you can output, eject on, and you're going to be steam. And up here can be water. And for fluids, you will be input. So water should go into here and out there. Let's see if I'm right about that. So if I activate you... Oh my goodness, that's loud. Well, you made nuclear waste, so that's cool. Did you do something? Not so much. Where did my steam go? So how about that fission reactor, huh? Much better. Alright, so where is my steam going? Oh, no, it is working. It is working. Steam input. Nice. Where's your energy going? You might be going into here. Right? How about all off energy? There we go. That's why. Okay, cool. We definitely want dump excess, which I think dumps excess water, maybe. So yes, we're getting steam. We're producing energy at a very small amount, but it's good enough. And then we can scram you, and you're making nuclear waste, and that is cool. So here's what I'm going to say. Let's get this episode wrapped up. I'm going to call this good for now. We'll just keep an eye on things, and then we'll amp up the burn rate over the next couple episodes. But two things we need to do before we amp up the burn rate. Number one, energy storage. We want to make a big old energy store guy, which, as a reminder, when we get into induction storage of energy, we're going to also need to get that whole, what is it, sodium or whatever stuff. So we'll get that going. We'll get the induction multi-block storage thing for power. And then we have to do nuclear waste processing. So we have to turn this nuclear waste into something useful, like polonium, which is going to be needed for our creative mode stuff. All right, so for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to, get all that stuff I just talked about going. For now, take it easy.